Hello, Cherif Medawar here, and I am filming this at the end of 2020. It is Christmas almost around the corner here, and I don't know how 2020 was for you, but it's been a rough year for so many people. So I am filming this for my family, first of all. Thank you for being so supportive. I'm glad everybody did all right with this COVID disaster from my family members. I am actually very happy I got to spend a lot of time with my kids here in Cancun, where we played volleyball all the time. And in a way, it was a blessing for me spending more time at home and watching the kids grow and interacting with them, doing private training for them about life, about business. It's so important to teach them about communication, relationships, etc. I am sad to see that my staff was very disturbed with what happened, both in the Puerto Rico office, Florida office. They were hit very hard because we had to scale down. The education company couldn't go live trainings on the road like we always did. And in Puerto Rico, we had the cruises that had stopped, but actually overall we did very well. It was amazing. The teams really got together, and it was a team effort. In California, the fund, the real estate fund, we continued the rehab on 7 properties, so that was really amazing. We did stop for about a month and a half, almost 2 months actually, but we picked up very strong, and now we have a couple properties on the market here as we finish 2020, and we'll have 3 coming up in 2021, one after the other. So this is really good. Worked out to our advantage because there's such scarcity of supply right now, and there is big demand. So we're really confident. I mean, there was one property, 368 Diamond, we thought we were going to sell it at 5 million. We're putting it 5.750 on the market. We should be able to sell it at right around that price. So that's just really, really good. Sometimes you have luck working for you. Sometimes it gets hard. I mean, for example, back to Puerto Rico for a second, we have in Old San Juan a portfolio of about 30 mixed-use properties, and 10 of them are owned by the real estate fund, the MixIF fund, and which has partnership with SFI fund. So it was just an incredible shock to see that cruise ship stopped after so many years in the business. Nothing could stop cruise ship business. But since we have big tenants, most of the big tenants were able to make it. Actually, we had some that paid us in full, no questions asked. We had some that actually asked for paying some right now and some deferred later. Residential did very, very well because we turned them all into Airbnb, and we realized that the weekends were still selling out. People wanted to get out of their homes, local people in San Juan and from the rest of the island. So we were selling out on weekends, and we are doing fine midweek right now because the prices are higher. We furnish these units. So it's been like really a way to adjust and a way to learn, what should I do? How can I transform the challenges into opportunities instead of cry about them and say, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? I just gotta sit home. We actually did a lot of training online. We continued to do some of the joint venture programs. Some of the students did very well with QSRs, quick service restaurants. Some students had a hard time because the sellers themselves and the brokers were confused. One day we make an offer on a property at $1.2 million, we make an offer at 900, gets accepted. The next day, a person that's selling a property at $1 million just wants all cash and close in 30 days. It's just been all over the place. People are totally confused, and it's been a crazy year when it comes to that angle, but it was still exciting, and good deals happened because the QSRs, the quick service restaurants, were growing, to my surprise and to everyone's amazement, because their costs went down and their sales kept growing because they were able to do deliveries, which, like drive-thrus right now, are very big in that type of property. And also we had some challenges with insurance companies. Some tenants had business interruption, and then the insurance company said, no, we're not going to cover pandemic. It doesn't cover pandemic. So these tenants were suffering from that. So we had to actually we do what's called a workout with them. But overall, I was very surprised that the cruise business kept in touch with us. I mean, I have a huge portfolio in Old San Juan, so I was able to tap into discussions with the top executives of big cruise companies, and they told us that they pre-sold 2022 and 2023, which is huge for us. If they're pre-selling these cruises, that means all we have to do now is just go through the vaccine in 2021 and see what's going to happen 2022, 2023, which we expect it to be a great year. So 2021, everybody's asking me, so what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'm going to make a call on January 2nd. I'm going to discuss it. We're going to go through some details on some things, take some questions. But really, it's a guess. All we need to know now is what's going to happen with the vaccine. Anybody's going to get sick. Everybody's going to recover. What's going on? But worst case scenario is going to take till June 2021, and then things should start stabilizing and recovering. Key thing here when it comes to real estate is interest rates are low. Look for SBA loans if you're going to buy properties. I like, if it comes to apartment buildings, I like smaller apartment buildings because you can acquire them easily. You can resell them easily because a lot of people coming from 1031 exchanges, even on fourplexes or whatever, want to get into 20, 30 unit buildings. Those will be good. We're going to be doing a great new program in 2021. I'd love for you to participate. It's called Dealmaker Pro, and that's kind of it's going to be a monthly mastermind kind of brainstorming calls with everybody that participates. When you actually enroll in this, you can cancel anytime if you don't like it for any reason. But when you enroll, you get so much information. You get my 3-day training, the latest training I've done right before COVID. You're going to get some updates we've done during COVID. And you're also going to get the 2-day syndication training on how to raise capital and how to do business plans, etc., which is really unique. I don't know if you realize, I've been in the syndication business since 2009. Raising capital when the market was sucking wind, like they say. And through the years, 2012, 13, when it picked up. And I've seen all kinds of cycles in my lifetime, and we survived and prospered. And I want to thank my investors for hanging in there. You got paid as promised, even during COVID-19. The February payout came out on time, the August payout, the next February payout. We never missed a payment, never had a capital call. We cashed out people on time as promised, and the payouts are always on time for the past 10 and a half years, and we continue to grow, continue to do well thanks to you, your participations, your trust, and your cooperation. So let us cooperate, let's compete in 2021, and let's grow together from this point and beyond. Thank you so much. Hope to meet you in person very soon when we go back to live trainings.